Hello friends, welcome newcomers, thank you for joining. I am Agrippa. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. So I just purchased the latest expansion pack, Mare Nostrum, about I think it was last week. I waited for a couple weeks after it came out. Usually Paradox releases some patches that tend to drastically improve the gameplay. With EU4 the game's just so complex that whenever they release an expansion there's really no way to catch all the bugs until you have the thousands of fans out there play for a couple weeks, and then the developers usually release a patch almost immediately after, and which tends to fix most things. So we're at that stage where this should be pretty balanced. Well, not necessarily balanced, but bug-free, and hopefully balanced. And so I'm trying to think what country we want to play in this new stream. So Mare Nostrum added several features relating to navies, sort of updated naval combat, added the idea of sailors, and it also provided some changes to how territory is managed, so introduce the concept of states, and we'll go into that in further detail as I play. But they also released some specific content for Africa. They added a whole bunch of new countries in Central Africa, and they also changed up some of the ideas that the Maghreb nations have. Tunis, Algeria, Morocco, etc. They can raid coastlines for gold and sailors to reflect sort of the history of the Barbary pirates there. And I imagine a whole bunch of people are doing Let's Plays of Tunis and the other nations. Thought about doing that, and then I changed my mind and decided that I want to play Aragon. Haven't played them in EU4 at all. I played a game as Aragon in EU3 and loved it. I had a blast. So I think we should play as Aragon and try to beat back the Barbary pirates now that they're pretty strong. So without further ado, let's just get to it. We will be playing on Iron Man. We'll just call this Aragon, sure. You probably saw my other save game files there. I've only played one other game on this new patch. I'm not as familiar with it. Hopefully I'll try to explain as much as I know as we go, and we can learn a bit together if you don't have the patch or just recently picked it up. No, the expansion, I should say. The patch is free. The expansion costs money. I would also like to point out that I am playing on a random new world. I just selected that before the country, and I think that should be fun. I'm not intending to colonize as Aragon. Castile, Portugal, England, hard to compete from my position, but who knows? Who knows, maybe we will, maybe we'll still form Spain as Aragon instead of Castile. So we'll leave that option out there, and just, it'll be exciting to see what's out there. Alright, let's get to it. Now again, I haven't played Aragon at all in EU4 before, so really not sure what the best course strategy is, but we're going to figure that out. So let's see here. So the first thing I think I want to do, I learned of this little exploit by watching another Twitch star YouTube streamer, Arumba, and he showed an example that if you take even just one ship, select it and have it protect trade, or hunt pirates, not protect trade, hunt pirates in the trade zone, you won't have to worry about countries coming in and raiding your coast. So we're going to put that to the test. It's a little bit of an exploit, but it's in the game, so we'll try it out. Maybe we'll change and be a little bit more fair later. But for now, that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's see, rivals. My goal is really to take over France. That's what I want to do. Unfortunately, Burgundy rivaled us. That's not fun. I want to ally them. Alright, let's see who's rivals with France. So England hates France, Burgundy hates France, and Castile hates France. Great. At least Castile and England, I think I will be able to ally. I really wanted Burgundy, but you might just have to improvise there. I think we might still be able to take over France with Castile, Portugal, and England working together. Or maybe I'll do Austria instead. I don't really know. Alright, well let's select our rivals then. France is definitely going to be at the top of the list. Aragon doesn't have much room to expand, except into Spain, into North Africa, and into France. And I want to sort of avoid the trap of becoming Spain. I want to play an Aragon game as Aragon, not as Spain. So I'm going to try to avoid doing that if I can. North Africa, it's expensive to core. All the Berber nations get... they have increased coin costs, 50%, which makes it slower to expand. And it's not as wealthy as France, as Italy, which is where I'm going to try to focus on. So France is definitely going to be a rival. Let's see who else we get. Definitely not Austria. They don't really have anything we want. Burgundy. Again, I don't have any territory that would make sense for me to take from them. I kind of want to see a strong Burgundy to serve as a counterweight to France. They're almost always at odds with each other. So that's what I want to see happen. Castile, we're going to try to befriend. They didn't rival us, so we can be friends. We can have a marriage. Same with England. These two are the two countries I want to try to ally with to take on France. Genoa has really valuable territory. They have the important center of trade there, coastal center of trade, which I want to take. There is really strong power in this trade node, which I want to come and dominate. I want to monopolize it because it's one of the most valuable trade nodes in the game. So they're a candidate for my rival. Hungary, no, they're just all the way on the other side of the map. The Mamluks, Egypt, maybe down the road, but again, they're a little bit far away. Don't have to bother with that. They're kind of strong as well. The Ottomans, again, not really. Don't want to have to really deal with that. The Papal State. They have 10,000 troops. They abut our vassal, or our personal union partner, Naples. We control them. So yeah, I think our rivals are going to be Genoa and the Papal State. So clearly I'm intent on trying to expand not only into France first, but also Italy and Genoa, and then in the Papal State. And hopefully we can try to link up all of our holdings in a great Western Mediterranean empire. So first we'll send a guy to try to form an alliance with these countries. Oh right, England and Castile don't like each other, which means that oh wait, why is England's... Oh, shoot, I messed up. I didn't realize that England hated us too. Well, that sucks. We'll improvise. So we're going to form an alliance with Castile, which is great because they also rivaled the Papal State, so that should give us an extra little boost. Can we try to... We can ally Austria, which I think would probably also be a good idea. And we can probably also ally Portugal, although they're just not super helpful and they always drag you into wars with Morocco, so I might choose one of the northern Italian states to be a friend. Maybe Savoy or Milan. Milan starts off with an old ruler, but they don't want a royal marriage. I always kind of like, if I'm playing in this region, to try to get a royal marriage with Milan, and then have a chance at either an inheritance or same dynasty, potentially a claim on their throne to serve as a foothold in northern Italy. So we might do that. It could be a strong ally against France and Genoa. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. We're gonna send somebody to improve relations with Austria. And once we do that, we'll send another one to Milan, and then we'll have this third guy get our alliance with Castile and do the royal marriage and fun stuff like that. So let's check out our treasury. We're making 11.5 ducats a month. That is phenomenal. That's fantastic. Let's go spend the shit out of that then. Okay, what does our force limit look like? We can support 5 more troops, have plenty of manpower to recruit, since each little division, brigade, regiment of army takes 1,000 manpower. It's only using up a quarter, that's fine. So we have 3 cavalry in that army, 5 cavalry, 13 infantry, and 5 cavalry. We can recruit 5 more. So let's do 1 cavalry and 4 infantry. We'll keep things affordable. I'm not going to do any mercenaries yet. We still have plenty of manpower. I'm going to try to build up gold reserves, and we'll employ mercenaries as needed. Let's see what some of our missions are. Conquer Corsica, don't really want to have to deal with that. Improve relations with Naples, sure, that should be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do that. Advisors. Let's see how our gold income pans out first, before we hire any advisors. Just want to make sure I'm not spending myself into the black. I also want to build. I do want to build some more ships. So we can build at least 4 more. We have 12 transports, which is fantastic. So I guess we'll wait on that too. I'll pull military maintenance down halfway, and let's go ahead and get started on 4-speed. Rejected our military alliance? Why is that? Oh. Okay. So here was the thing I was talking about before. I sent 1 ship to combat pirates, whatever the mission is, hunt pirates, in Genoa. And my provinces were still raided. Palermo and Cagliari. So that obviously didn't help at all. So we'll try to think of a way that we can eventually invade Tunis, Algeria, and Morocco, take over those provinces, and not have to worry about that anymore, because it does reduce your income. Well, that kind of sucks, but you know, that was an exploit, so I'm glad they fixed that. Also reminds me, I'm going to take my trade ships off, now that that doesn't matter, and have them protect trade in Genoa to bump up my trade income just a little bit. I'm going to peel off my transports as well, and just make a little separate fleet for them. And get back to it. Why did Castile? They want my provinces, but they didn't rival me. Well, that sucks. I sent it on day 1, and they just rejected it. Just getting super raided here. Ugh, and Austria is allied with France. That's no good. That's gonna suck. We'll find a way to break that later, though. Hostile attitudes towards Aragon. That's just most unfortunate. Alright, well, on December 12th, we'll have this guy go. Improve some relations, try to get that positive. Quarantine the port, let him die. It's the best way to combat this. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to try to work on getting their opinion of us up higher. Nothing we can do about that. So we're just getting a few different notices here. Oh, Genoa is also in an alliance with France? Come on. Not going to be able to attack anybody by themselves. Kinda stinks, but we'll adapt. We'll prevail eventually. So let's gather up our troops here. I'm just going to have them sort of chill on my capital in Barcelona here, and just have a merry old time. Actually, is Barcelona my capital? It's not. Where's my capital? Oh, it's Valencia. Okay, never mind. I'll have them go to Valencia then. For some reason I thought Barcelona was the capital of Aragon during this time period. Perhaps I am mistaken. Okay. So we went down from 11 gold per month to just 4, which is a big drop, but we're still making a fair chunk of change. Right, let's just take a quick look at the ledger and do a comparison in income. So we are top 6. We're 6th in terms of income. That's really nice. Let's hope we stay there. So since I'm still making a fair amount of money, I'm going to build some heavy ships. Not gonna worry about that now. Yeah, let's take out a loan, because we don't have enough money to build more than just a couple heavy ships. And we're going to build 4, since that's all we have capacity for, naval force level for. Let's go ahead. Really carrot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. And we've been improving relations with Austria, and they just offered us an alliance. And we're going to say, sure, great. I'm going to go ahead and take this guy off of improving relations with Austria. And, well, I guess they have an heir. I thought they started off without an heir. Maybe, yeah, okay, it's H0. I wanted to secure a royal marriage with them, but I guess that's not going to happen. So let's see who else we can get relations up with. So Castile still hates us because they want our provinces for no reason. That kind of sucks. Just not gonna worry about that though. A royal marriage offer from Austria? Sure, why not? It'll strengthen our alliance with them. England hates us. Milan. Milan is still lacking an heir. Let's just go ahead and do the royal marriage with them. They like us enough for that. Let's see about Savoy. Who are their rivals? Provence and the Papal State. Both of whom I want to attack at some point in time. So maybe I'll try to make an alliance with Austria, Milan, Savoy. Try to expand into northern Italy a bit. Sure, great. Sounds like a nice backup. Is there anyone else we can have a royal marriage with? Okay, so Milan's offering us an alliance. I'm not sure I really want to commit to an alliance. What the hell? Whatever, it's fine. We hardly have any allies at this point in time. Just Austria. So we'll adapt. I was trying to see if there's any other countries we want to form a royal marriage with, and it doesn't really look like it. England and France. England hates us, and we hate France, so both those are out. Milan's fine. All these other countries are fairly far away. So let's not worry about that for now. Let's start fabricating claims on the Papal State. Because they're kind of weak right now, they don't have any allies, we'll attack them, it'll be great. Good, great, and wonderful. And they're also not in the Holy Roman Empire. No, so Austria won't get fussy about that. If we attack anyone else here in northern Italy, Austria will get called in, essentially, into their war. Into our war on their side, I should say, which is not good for us. So we're going to take over the Papal State as fast as we can, and then we're going to wait for northern Italy to leave the Holy Roman Empire before trying to do that. Instead, focus on this other side, or move against Tunis. We'll see. This is one of the things they've changed in this expansion pack, in this free patch, Mare Nostrum. I think it's patch 1.16 or something like that. Before, you could just send a spy and fabricate claims on specific provinces, and then you had to resend your diplomat back after every one. Now they changed it, so you send a spy to build a spy network. And over time, the spy network will get stronger. It's maxed out at 100%. And once you reach at least 10%, you can fabricate a claim on any province that you have a shared border with, or a sea zone, or something like that. So we're just going to go ahead and send it to the Papal State. Increases by 1.55 points each month, which isn't a whole lot, but that's as fast as we're going to get it, essentially. So we're just boondoggle there. 2.15 risks of discovery each month. And if we're discovered, we aren't able to build up our spy network in that country for I think like 5 years or something, which kind of sucks, but I like this mechanic. I think it works a little bit better than how it was before, at least from my brief experience in my other game on this patch. So let's start her up again. So Milan likes us now, and we have an alliance with them. So let's go ahead and try to do the same thing for Savoy. Try to get them to ally us. We should make sure Savoy... Okay, no, so Savoy and Milan are not at odds with each other. They aren't enemies, they aren't rivals, so that's really nice. That's good for us. Because when you ally two people that hate each other, that tends to be a little bit unstable. Okay, and Milan's ruler is still kicking, but he's 53, and if he dies, hopefully our king, or at least somebody from our dynasty, the Trastamara, will succeed to the throne, which would be great. So now we have this free diplomat again. Does Savoy want to form a royal marriage with them? Why not? Sure. So now that we have a couple of alliances set up, we don't have to worry about getting attacked right away. Ooh, okay, what's going on here? Sorry, it looks like Milan is attacking somebody or getting attacked. Milanese conquest of Mantua. They're fighting Mantua in Switzerland, but they did not call us into that war, which is peculiar. Kind of want to help and make sure they don't lose, maybe expand a little bit more. Especially if their king dies, we'll have a personal union, which would be fantastic. We'll get partial control over the country. And we actually already have a personal union here in Naples. We share the same ruler, so they function as a vassal. They're forced into our wars. We can't control their troops and ships directly, but we do get a percentage of their income, and they have no choice but to help us out in all offensive and defensive wars. So we're going to improve our relations with them, just to make sure they don't get any ideas of freedom or liberty or that silly nonsense. Keep going. Let's watch this war up here with a keen eye. Seems like they're doing okay so far, but I bet Switzerland has about as many troops as they do. Yeah, 9,000. Oh, don't attack the mountains. That's a bad idea. Can I offer to join their war? I wish there was an offer to join an ally's war button. You could get like some favors from that, or something or rather. I like that. Ooh! Ooh! Excellent event. Excellent minister! We've been lucky enough to appoint an excellent minister whose actions will most likely greatly benefit our realm. Well, that's just fantastic. So, I can either gain 10 army tradition, 10 navy tradition, and 100 military power, or 1 stability, 25 prestige, and 40 administrative power. I think I'm going to go with the reap the administrative benefits. We have 0 stability right now. I'd like to bump that up. And I actually think this is worth more points, because 1 point of stability is like 100 admin points versus 100 military power, and that that army and navy tradition just, it's great to have, but it decays too quickly to make any sort of impact. So I'm gonna go with this. That was just great. Ooh, we also have a national decision now. We can accept culture shift. What is our culture? Our culture is Catalan. Oh, but there's Aragonese as well. No, I don't think that makes a difference. I think it's all accepted cultures. Let's go to our accepted cultures map mode. Yeah, everyone's accepted there, so that's fine. Whatever. Gonna have to change that now. We also have Sicilian as accepted. We don't accept Sardidian, but what do we do about that? Alright, keep going. Alright, I'm gonna unclick this thing so it doesn't stay up there. Milan is sieging these mountains here. Should be pretty defensive, which is good. I really just want their king to die, though, so I can inherit their throne. Oh yeah, see, Switzerland and Mantua combined here have 15,000 troops, versus 11 from Milan, and a better general to boot. So they're gonna lose this war, and there's nothing we can do about it. Shoot. I chose my allies poorly, apparently. Their kings could still die, though, and then we'd get called into any wars that they previously started, I do believe. So that would be fine. It's not important, nowhere near me. It's not concern me. How are this thing going? Oh, so Naples already has claims on those provinces, so we could just go to war with the Papal State right now. And then give these provinces to Naples to core and do what they will with. I kinda like that idea. Maybe we'll take one of these provinces, maybe like Urbino or something that we can use to fabricate claims on the other Italian states down the line. I don't know. Well, let's take a short break here for our friends on YouTube, and I will be right back.